All right, welcome back. Today we're going to be going over my portfolio that is now at $3,000 and what it did during the month of July. Now I know this video is quite late. It is almost the middle of August. I have been out of town, so I'm getting this out as soon as I can. But anyways, let's hop into this. So overall, how is the portfolio doing? Uh it's doing all right. We're in the positive, we're in the green, so that's good. We can agree on that. It's doing all right if it's in the green. As you can see here, we're really only up 2.39% year to date, which is meh when you compare it to how other indexes like the S&P 500 is doing. There are some changes I'm going to be making, and those are going to be coming later in the video where I'm going to be making some changes. I wouldn't say some, I'm just making a change to my portfolio. But as you can see here, market gain wise, we are down $50. The only reason we are up is because of the dividends, which is 105.32. So, where is that really coming from? Well, for one, if we go down here, consumer discretionary, we are down 3.11%. Costco is actually up finally for us, and Texas Roadhouse, we are down 7.37%. We've lost $19 on Texas Roadhouse, so hopefully we can get some change there soon. I'm going to look into some more news on Texas Roadhouse, see if something's going on, because I actually haven't reviewed any of that yet, because I just got home. Texas Roadhouse not doing us too good. Hasn't really been doing us too good since we've bought it. Might look into see about trading it for something else, but for now I think I'm going to keep it just because I do like the overall stock itself. I know it's down, doesn't mean we need to sell it. Tech wise, we are up with Microsoft. I did change out United Healthcare, UNH. I did trade that out with Microsoft. UNH just, I liked at the beginning that it was really down. It seemed like a very good buy. And I still do think it's a good buy. I think overall, I feel like there's too many variables that can happen with it. And especially with all the stuff that comes out with it almost monthly, it seems like there's always some new news about UNH. It's like, you know what? I think I'm good. I'd rather just stick to a stock that consistently performs. And I know Microsoft can also be a pretty complicated thing because they're in so many different industries. But I think overall, Microsoft, I feel, is a more safe bet for me at the moment. I don't have to keep on watching out for things coming out every month about them. And when stuff does come out about them, it seems to be more positive. Now we'll move on to the financial. Financial-wise, Visa, we are down $19, 4.84%. I'm still glad I have this stock, though. I know it's down right now, but I'm still very, very bullish on this stock. I think that it will obviously go up. That is my hope. That is my belief of this. All right, and finally, we got industrial, which we have ADP. ADP, I feel like I was kind of rushed into buying this. I still feel like it's a good holding for me, but I do kind of feel rushed about it. I mean, looking at its revenue, it does consistently increase its revenue year over year. Its dividends keep increasing every single year. We also have shares outstanding still going down. They're not putting out more shares, anything like that. If anything, they're utilizing those shares to their advantage. So overall, I think ADP is still a good holding for me. We're just down at the moment, and especially with how the stock market is, it's being very volatile at the moment with everything that is going on politically. Obviously, there are the ETFs. I haven't covered these yet. All these are in the green at the moment. Ulti, which is my very risky play, I am up 8.78% with it, and that is primarily going to be all due to the to the dividends, because market gain, I'm actually only down $8 market gain wise. I was down a little bit last week when I was checking, but I'm only down $8 market gain wise, and I've earned $37.30 total from Ulti in dividends. And every time I get a payment from Ulti, it does get reinvested back into the stock itself, which we can see here is at $6.21 when the price of the share right now is actually $6.10. But I was at $6.24 last week, and we're now down to $6.21. So hopefully that can keep going down a little bit to kind of keep up with the price of the stock. But other than that, QQQI is doing well. Overall, up market gain wise, $13.35. Dividends earned, I've earned $6.52 from this stock ever since I've purchased it. And then finally, SCHD, which there's been not a whole lot of improvements at SCHD. I've seen a lot of people talking about it, how it's kind of underperforming at the moment, which I'm cool with. I don't really have much of a problem with it. Still up in the market with it, and I've earned $1.94 in dividends. So still going strong with that. And a little hint for later, we are going to be adding a new stock to this pie. And I'll talk more about that here in just a little bit. So let's actually go into the dividends received for the full month. As you can see here, we earned about $47.19 in dividends just this last month, with Alti being the top spot, of course, with $21.60. I did also manage to get an MSTY payment because I sold after their X date. So I did get a payment of $15.97 from MSTY last month as well, which is pretty nice to see, even though I'd already sold MSTY. QQQI with $3.30, JEPQ with $2.52, All Trader Group with $2.45, Texas Roadhouse 68 cents, and ADP 67 cents. Now, for those of you that want a full breakdown of when things were paid out, just like myself, I like to see when things are paid out. This is where everything was paid out. As you can see here, a whole bunch from Ulti, which I still don't understand why there's $5.90, and then followed up by, or I guess here's a better example, July 18th, $5.90, and then also on July 18th, it's 18 cents. I'm not really sure why that happens. I still need to do research on that, but I keep on forgetting to look that up as to why this is the case. Yeah, as we can see here, our Ulti, since every single week we're buying more Ulti, we're getting more in dividends received from Ulti, which, as you can see here, at the beginning of the month we received where is it at? There it is, $5.14, and then the last week of the month we got up to $6.07 per distribution. So every week, every Friday, now it's $6.07, and that's going to keep rising as long as they keep the distribution rate the same, which I believe is still like 90 cents per share, or 9 cents, not 90. Oh my goodness. Okay, 10 cents per share. Okay, yeah, that's what I was. Okay, it was basically 9 cents per share, and now it's up to 10 cents per share. But I do just kind of find it funny here. I was kind of looking through these charts as well, and just seeing Ulti is at 82.7% of my dividends that I receive, or my passive income diversification, followed by QQQI with 9.8%. Yeah, a lot of my income that's coming in is going to just be from Ulti, which is obviously pretty obvious. Yeah, I don't know. I just find that pretty funny to look at. And overall, Ulti is my leader with the best returns so far with 5.8%. Everything else is down at 3.5%. And of course, my losers are actually some pretty big losers with ADP, Visa, and Texas Roadhouse at the moment. I have finally decided, if you remember from last video, I said I was going to probably look into buying SCHG or VGT, basically just another growth ETF. And I decided on SCHG. I know, was it VGT is going to be more tech focused, and I know tech market is going to be basically expanding a whole bunch, especially with Chat GPT 5 now coming out, a bunch of new AI stuff basically coming out. And I know tech is going to be, doing pretty good, but I think having SCHG again kind of limits my risk a little bit. But anyways, let's go and add in some SCHG. Here we go. Add to basket. And I do want this, I think, to be around 30%, because I'm going to drop these down. But I kind of want Ulti to have more of an impact, I think. This is my thought process when I'm having to do this stuff, because I actually don't have like a game plan set up where it's like, oh, I'm going to have exactly this percent, and this percent. I don't have that type of game plan when I come into this. Okay, I got it. I'm honestly just going to do the 35 and 25. Just make sure that the growth has a little bit more to it. And then also just keep Ulti obviously in the higher bracket here. So yeah, here we have it. We're adding 25% of SCHG to this portfolio and updating Ulti to 35%, SCHD, oh my goodness, 20%, QQQI to 20% as well. But I've also been, even though I have been down market-wise, it's like I have been kind of wanting to get into a growth ETF as well. I feel a lot more comfortable with that. Yeah, Ulti's at 40% now. It's dropping down to 35%, so it shouldn't really lose that much money, to be honest. We should still make some pretty good dividends, though. But other than that, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know your opinions on this. Let me know what you guys are buying. Because I'm curious to see what everyone else is doing, because I like to learn from others. And obviously, like I said, I'm still relatively new to a lot of, especially like dividends and dividend growth. I'm still kind of new to like learning all the different metrics, all the different stats that holdings will have. So anyways, there's that. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys again very soon.